Today on the Big Dog Holler Barbecue channel, we're making some crispy skin chicken thigh sandwiches. So stay tuned and find out how we did it. Welcome to the Holler, everybody. To get these crispy skin chicken thighs started, what we have here is a pack of chicken thighs from Miller Poultry. So we're going to go ahead and get these cracked open and get the bone removed, but leave the skin on. So we'll be back once we have that completed. Now that we have our Miller Poultry chicken thighs all deboned, we're going to take a container of Grillo's pickle spears. We've removed most of the pickles and just have the liquid inside here. We're going to use this to marinate, sort of like they do at Chick-fil-A. I don't believe they use Grillo specifically, but they do use a pickle juice marinade. We may have to dump some of this out, but we're going to get all of these inside. But now that we have our chicken thighs nice and snug inside of our Grillo's container, we're going to get that sealed up, and we're going to place it in our fridge for roughly 6 hours to marinate. You could go even longer, 12 to 24, but for our purposes, we're just going to do it for 6, so we'll see you then. So after roughly 6 hours, we have our chicken thighs back out of the fridge. We're going to go ahead and get this Grillo's container popped open and get these on our cutting board and pat them dry with a paper towel, so we'll be right back. So we have our chicken thighs nice and pat dry. As you can see, some of the herbs and garlic are still present on the chicken skin itself, but that's okay. We're gonna come in with a little bit of our Remond Real Salt here, just lightly over the top of the skin. Get that on top there. But now that we have a nice thin layer of salt on our chicken thighs, we're going to put these on a wire rack inside of our refrigerator for roughly 12 to 18 hours until we're ready to make dinner tomorrow night, so we'll see you then. So after roughly 18 hours, our chicken thighs are out of the fridge. The skin has dried up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and blot them with a paper towel to make sure as much moisture is off them as possible. If you look to my right, Marty has brought us a couple more supplies here. We have some Meat Church Texas sugar, as well as some avocado oil spray that we're going to spray on the skin in the smoker itself to help them crisp up. But we'll be back once we've blot these off with a paper towel. So now that all of our chicken thighs are nice and dry, we'll come in with a little bit of our Texas sugar from Meat Church here. Get a nice layer on the bottom side, the meat side here. And then we'll flip them over and do the exact same thing to the other side. We are using our Masterbuilt 560 Gravity series today, just running some B&B charcoal briquettes. Get that on there. And the skin is nice and dry, so it may have a little bit of difficulty sticking. That's all right. Get that pat in. So as you can see, we're out here at the Masterbuilt 560, currently sitting right around 300 degrees, running off the B&B charcoal briquettes, like I said there, and currently powered by our Blue Eddy PS54. But let's get these chicken thighs on the smoker. We're gonna put them up, skin side up, I should say. And then, once we have them on, we're gonna spray them and then flip them to be skin side down. This avocado oil is gonna help them crisp up, like we said. Give that a nice shake, and then spray over the top. This will also help to season the smoker, so kind of a dual action thing there. And then flip these back over. Give them roughly 15 minutes on this side, see where they're at, flip them, and then we'll just play it by ear from there. So we'll see you then. So after 15 minutes, let's take a look at our chicken here. Flip these over. As you can see, starting to get nice and golden brown on that side. We're gonna let these ride on the meat side for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll come back out, spray them with a little bit more oil, get that skin side even more crispy. So we'll see you then. So after another 15 minutes on the meat side, we're going to come back in with a little bit more of our avocado spray. Get that on the skin there. And then we're going to flip these babies back over and let them continue to ride on the skin side and get that skin even more crispy. And we'll see you when these are probing above 165, but most importantly, that skin's crispy. So we'll see you then. So after about an hour total on the Weber Smoky Mountain, let's take a look at our chicken. As you can see, got a nice char on the skin there. If you wanted to at this point, you could throw them into a little bit of oil on the fryer or in a shallow fry if you want to get it even more crispy. But we're going to call this good enough, get these pulled off the smoker, and bring out some buns to get them toasted off. So today's bread of choice is going to be the sesame seed St. Pierre brioche buns. We're going to crank up the Masterbuilt to 400 degrees, get a nice char on each of these, and we'll meet you inside with the chicken. Alright, so we're back inside with our chicken thighs. We've let them rest roughly 5 to 10 minutes here. As you can see, they got pretty dark on the skin side, but if you listen close, they have a great crisp on top there, and as you can see, they have a great mahogany color on the bottom as well. So cooked just about perfectly. You could certainly go a little bit lighter on the skin, but we do like a nice char on our chicken. So all that's left to do now is assemble our sandwiches. So let's begin assembling here. We're going to grab ourselves a plate as well as one of our brioche sesame buns here. And then we're going to come in and grab our chicken thigh. You could certainly go 2 for this purpose. We're just going to stack the 1 on there. It just depends on the size of your chicken thigh. And then we're going to add some of our Sweet Baby Ray's chicken sauce here. And we're going to keep this sandwich nice and simple. Just a nice sauce, the crispy skin, and our chicken thigh, and we're going to call that a day. You could certainly add some pickles, lettuce, onion, tomato, whatever you want, but like I said, we're going to keep it nice and simple. But there you have it, a crispy skin chicken thigh sandwich, Big Dog Holler style. Whoever eats the most gets the most, so dig in.